Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about a very inexpensive way to get at least a Fixa 2 or even a Fixa 3 on your weapon as a free-to-play player. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily. So if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the very first thing I want to go over is this method is mainly going to work with the 10-star rarity weapons and not the 11 stars, simply because the 11-star rarity weapons or the Wingguard series are still incredibly expensive. This method is really just going to work for specifically the Zover weapons as well as the rare weapons, since you can exchange for them unlimited as long as you have the resources. Now, of course, you could do this with the Flugelguard weapon series as well, if you have enough Flugelguard weapons. As you can see, I have a Flugelguard sword over here, I've got knuckles, I've got a couple rifles, a launcher, as well as a bow. So I do have multiple copies of a Flugelguard weapon, which I can use as fodder. However, for the majority of players, I am going to be recommending the Zover weapons, simply because the attack power is going to be slightly higher than all of the other 10-star rarity weapons, and they're also easier to obtain. So that is why I recommend this. However, with that out of the way, let us head over to the exchange shop and let's pick us a Zover weapon. So recently I've been playing a little bit of Wuthering Waves, and I really like the monk class, and I really like fists and punching and countering and stuff. And so, I think I'm going to be making a fist weapon for the fighter class in PSO2. So we're going to head over here to the Growthman 2 exchange, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to find the knuckles. So you can see right here we have the Zover knuckles. So we're going to exchange for this. However, instead of getting the expensive one, which costs 300 Growthman, we're actually just going to get the cheap one that only costs 50 Growthman with no Fixa. And there's a very good reason for this. We're actually going to pick up 2 of these, so that'll cost us 100 Growthman and confirm. So the reason why we picked up 2 of these is simply because with the Dark Falls Daily and Urgent Quest, you may have noticed that every time you complete a run, you get a add preset skill level 1. You actually got this from the Happy Rappy Rumble Urgent Quest as well. So as long as you've been running those Urgent Quests, you should have a ton of these add preset skills level 1. As you can see, I have 267 of them. However, obviously you might have less or you might have more, who knows, but we are going to be utilizing this to add a level 1 Fixa on our weapon. So we simply come to the item lab over here, we're going to go to add preset skills, add preset skill over here, and select our Zover weapon or our knuckles. Then we're going to get a pop-up over here saying that you have a support item that eliminates the need for material items for addition. Use support item. We're going to click yes. Then we go under item preservatives, and right here add preset skill level 1. As you can see, I've got 267. We're going to say yes, and it's automatically 100% going to add a Fixa. It gave me Fixa Wix. Now let's say that I don't want Fixa Wix. It's okay, we have another weapon over here. Again, we can try this again. We can throw in another one. As you can see, add random level 1 enhancement 100%. We're going to add that in, and wabam, look, we got Fixa attack. All right. So you can do this as many times as you want on as many weapons as you want, and you'll guarantee to get a level 1 Fixa. Now, something that I forgot to talk about was if you don't like this Fixa, you can change it at any time. So let's say that we don't want Fixa attack. Let's say we wanted Fatale, for example. What you can always do is you can go to preset skills, add preset skills, and go back to the Zover knuckles or whatever your main weapon is and use another add preset skill level 1, and it's guaranteed to re-roll that Fixa. So let's say we didn't want Fixa attack, we can re-roll it again, and look at this, we got Fixa Unwix. That's even worse, but nevertheless, now we have Fixa Unwix. So I don't want Fixa Unwix, obviously. I want to re-roll this again. So we can re-roll this one more time, and wabam, now we have Fixa Termina. Fixa Termina is also nothing that I want, so we're going to re-roll this one more time. And you can keep re-rolling this until you get the one that you want. Oh look, we got Fixa Fatale. Maybe we'll stick with this. And so as long as you have the add preset skills level 1, you can keep re-rolling the level 1 Fixa on any weapon or any armor that you want until you get the one that you actually want. So as you can see over here, we have a Fixa Fatale level 1. And so now we are actually going to go over here to add preset skills. We're going to enhance our preset skills and let us try to boost this up to level 2. So we have a support item, but we're not going to be using that because we have fodder over here. So we're actually going to throw this in. There's a 20% chance of becoming Fatale 2. Now, if you do have any boosters, you can use them. Most people should have 10% boosters as well as maybe even 15% boosters. But if you don't have them, it's not a big deal. Because remember, the material cost was basically free because we just went to the exchange shop and we paid it with growth mint. However, if you are using some rare items, let's say say that you are using like a Wingguard weapon, I highly recommend using the item preservers. So this actually protects the material item if it fails. So your material item goes back to your inventory if it fails, so you don't actually lose it. This is very good for expensive materials such as Wingguard weapons. However, in order to get these protections, you had to have Scratch in the SG Scratch when it came out, like a couple months ago or a month ago actually. So I don't know if you will have this. I think the majority of players probably do not have these items. But nevertheless, we are going to gamble with 20% and we're going to click yes, and wabam, there we go, we failed. But it's okay because we have another item that we can gamble. We have another spear right here, and again, another 20%. And you can do this as many times as you want until you finally upgrade it to level 2. Because what you want to do again is we simply head back over here. We're just spending growth mint. So we can head here, we can go back to our growth mint level 2s. So we finish the spears, we can buy 2 more daggers over here. So it's 100 growth mint every 2 attempts that we're doing over here. And so you can just keep trying this until you get a Fixa 2. And then once you get a Fixa 2, you can smash those together in order to get a Fixa 3. So this is the free-to-play way to do it. It is a little bit tedious in the sense that, you know, you're going back and forth and it's only a 20% chance of success. It's a little bit annoying to do because you have to menu so much. However, it is pretty free-to-play friendly and, you know, you're not spending much meseta. Every attempt I'm doing here is only costing me 500 meseta. As you can see right here, it says right here, needed amount, 500 meseta. That's it. Spending 500 meseta for a chance of increasing my Fixa to Fixa level 2. Personally, I think it's a pretty good deal. Unfortunately, I keep failing, so that is a little bit of a pain in the butt. Now, if you're like me and you just failed like 12 times in a row and you're getting very frustrated, there is an alternative in order to guarantee a Fixa level 2. So again, you go to enhance preset skills, you select the weapon that you want, and you use a support item. Now, this support item was obtainable when we had the support scratch before, or the special scratch. Unfortunately, that is no longer available, but in that special scratch, there was an item called the preset skill enhance success and substitute level 1. As you can see, I have one of these over here because I did use one of my selector tickets to get one. But if you use this, it's a 100% chance to upgrade your Fixa from level 1 to level 2. And it doesn't require any material as well. So personally, I would save this item for any high value items. So let's say, for example, you got a Wingguard weapon to drop that has no Fixa, and then you use the add preset skill level 1 to add in a level 1 Fixa onto it. Then you can use the preset skill enhance success and substitute level 1 in order to guarantee a Fixa 2 onto that Wingguard weapon. This is very rare, and if you do have one of these, I recommend saving it for your end game weapons. So in this case, Wingguard weapons, 11-star rarity weapons, which are going to last you a while. Then you can think about using this to get a Fixa level 2. However, for the average free-to-play player, I still recommend smashing these weapons together and smashing your head against a wall and hoping that that 20% successes. So again, we're just going to do this one last time, and if this doesn't work, I don't know what to say because we failed 12 times already, and Sega just doesn't want me to make this video. But nevertheless, we are going to buy gun blades now. You know, we're going to buy 2 more gun blades. So the reason why I keep buying 2 weapons at a time is simply because there's actually a purchase limit per week of 2 of each weapon. So that is the reason why I'm only buying 2 weapons instead of buying like 12 gun blades or something. And then we're going to add preset skills over here. We're going to add these onto the gun blades. We're going to add our Fixa 1s. So well, bam, we got a Fixa 1 attack. That's pretty cool. We're going to do that again over here. And what Fixa will we get here? We got a Fixa a Bandak. All right, this is the final attempt. If this doesn't work, I give up. We're going to go to enhance preset skills, select our knuckles. We're saying no because we don't want to use those expensive replacement capsules. We're going to use our Zover weapon. And as we can see, 20% chance. You know, we're a little bit frustrated. We're going to use some 10% boosters. We're going to boost it to 30% chance. And we're going to click yes. Hopefully this sticks, and it still fails. Okay, this is our last try. If this doesn't work, I give up, guys. So again, we're going to use a 10%. So it's 30% chance. And here's the last attempt, and wha-bam. I give up, Sega. You win, Sega. So, you know, unfortunately, I was not able to do it because Sega just hates me. After 14 attempts or something, we failed every single one. You know, that shouldn't happen for the average player, but unfortunately for me, it did happen. but that is how you're supposed to get a Fixa 2 onto this weapon. I know this video is setting a really bad example since I failed every single time. Maybe the game just doesn't want me to play Knuckles or something, but screw you, game, I'm still gonna play Knuckles. Another thing actually is about enhancing the weapon. We do have the Enhancement Campaign right now, so you can actually get your weapon to max level really easily. So we can go over here, we can go to Item Enhancement, we click on our Zover weapon. Remember these golden prim swords that we made? You click on this, you might have noticed that, hey Kero, why is it only stuck at 50? The reason is because we haven't limit broken the weapon. You need to limit break this in order to remove the cap. The cap is currently at 50. When we limit break this, as you can see, it's going to cost us 50,000 Meseta in order to increase the cap to level 60. It's also going to cost some arms refiners as well as arms refiners too. Now the thing is, normally this costs a lot more than 50,000. However, we have a huge discount for the Meseta required, minus 75%. So you guys can definitely take advantage of this if you are planning to play any other weapons. So we are going to need to limit break this twice. So that is actually going to cost us 105,000 Meseta even with the discounts, all right, in order to get this to limit broken level 70. Now I do believe we kind of need to limit break this one more time in order to get it to 80. So that's another 55,000. So that does add up to quite a bit of money. So just keep that in mind that in order to do this, you know, you do need a little bit of Meseta. But now you can see that it is max level 80. Now we go to Item Enhancement, we click on our Zover weapon, we click on our Golden Prim Swords. Look at that, it jumps immediately to level 79. Now it's not level 80, so we are going to need to feed it something else unfortunately, but it is pretty dang close already. And this does include the Great Success, the 100% Great Success, because again, we have another campaign going on with the Great Success was 90%, and by default it's 10%, so it's a 100% chance of getting a Great Success. Now, unfortunately, we still need to feed it some other stuff, so let us see if I have any other Golden Prim Swords I can feed. Maybe we feed some normal Golden Prim Swords over here, and there we go, we can get it all the way to 80 by feeding 3 regular Golden Prim Swords that are not limit broken or enhanced at all. So voila, we're gonna click yes, and boom. And there we go, we now have our Zover Knuckles at plus 80. We have 6 augment slots that we need to fill out. And what I'm just gonna do is we're just gonna fill it up with LC capsules. Super simple. And voila, our weapon is now complete. It gives us 19% all potency. Weapon adjustment or floor potency is okay, I guess. You know, we have a little bit of that. And we do have our Fixa Fatale level 1, which gives us 14% crit rate. Now, of course, I do need to change my class to the fighter so that I can actually equip this weapon. So let us change our class. So now that we have these Knuckles equipped, we can now go to our personal character information, and now we can see our stats over here. We have 167% potency, and we have 73.6% damage adjustment. So, you know, pretty decent. I think I can mess around with these Knuckles and just kind of do some normal content with it pretty comfortably and just kind of learn the class and have a little bit of fun.
Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.